It's the Frank Show. What? The Frank Show. Come on, the Frank Show. What? The Frank Show. Come on, the Frank Show. What? The Frank Show. Come on, the Frank Show. It's time for the show. Aloha, it's Frankie Boy here, and boy, do I have a great show for you today. First and foremost, we got a tennis game finally coming to PlayStation VR. Dream Match Tennis VR. Yes, the old school game is getting a renewed do for virtual reality. Now, they are saying they want to make the racket physics as close to natural play as possible with every angle, every dangle, everything you got to do. Even working on the AI so much so that they wanted human-like, so that when you're playing, you feel like you're playing against a real person if you're not playing against a real person. Now, it's nothing but the screenshot behind me and no information yet, but I am excited to get my hands on it because I love Wii Tennis. I've always liked tennis games, so I am down for a true VR tennis game. And yes, I know we have Spock. Next up, Cold Iron, which was not really one of my favorite games, but it is not the most terrible game. It's gotten a giant update. I'm talking tons of new modes, tons of new areas, tons of bug fixes, updates to UI, and they even made all the cutscenes skippable so you don't have to wade through everything if you want to keep playing over and over again, and extra training modes, and a permanent price drop to $13.99, which makes it a much more digestible purchase now, especially with the graphical updates. So if you've not checked out Cold Iron and you were interested in it, thought about it, I think now is definitely the time to grab a hold. All right, now the real news that I know probably a lot of you guys have been waiting for. Code 51 Mech Arena, which is supposed to be coming out next week to PlayStation VR. Now, this is described as a wasteland-style mech game where you can play online or offline in single-player and multiplayer modes versus real people or versus bots. And the single-player is going to be somewhat of a campaign. So, out of the 9 different mechs, you're going to get the... Out of the 9 different mechs, you're going to get the pilot, excuse me. You're going to get to change up the loadout and a special ability. So, yeah, you know what? I am too down for this. It looks like it might move a little bit better than rigs and the way you position and in the cockpit. And I personally love mech games, especially when you get to customize the loadouts. I am super psyched to get my hands on this one and play with the community because I'm itching for a nice multiplayer game where we can get all in there. I know Rec Room is great, but Rec Room gets a little tiresome for me after a while. I want something more solid and manly, like some mechs. I mean, come on. All right, now on the more softer side of gaming, Neko Atsume is coming out in Japan store on May 31st. Now, what, pray tell, will you be able to do with this game? Well, you're going to be able to leave snacks around the yard and watch cats come in to eat those snacks and take snapshots of those kitty cats. And with your PlayStation VR headset, you'll be able to get the toys and play with the little kitties. So, I mean, well, what's better than that? Everybody loves playing with kitties in VR, and I think it's going to be a big following. Now, I don't know if this game is going to come west-wise, but anybody that's into Japanese games has probably already made a Japanese account, so at least you know that it's coming out to you on, I think I said March 31st. It's coming soon. And Ultra Wings got another patch, which is right behind me. Some fixes, some updates, a little bit here and there. And I mean, this dev is killing it, you guys. He keeps updating this game, adding more to the game, working on a game. If you've not tried Ultra Wings, it is a fantastic experience. And finally, to conclude today's episode, a little sad news in a virtual reality community. Now, my main man, Jeff Minter, has been working tirelessly on video games for years and years and years, and he believed in virtual reality, and he gave us Polybius, which I personally believe is a staple PlayStation VR title. I mean, it's amazing. It's trippy. It's drugs without drugs. It's next level intense for your mind, and it works so well. In virtual reality, I loved it the times I played, and I still play it, and I recommend it to everybody, and that's what I'm doing here because this game has not made a single cent yet, which is which is sad to hear, and in my mind makes me think that Jeff will probably never make another virtual reality game because, I mean, if there's no money in it, he's not going to dedicate his time to it because he could work on other games, which he knows are going to make him a little money because he's got sheep. He's trying to raise his sheep. He needs a little bit of money for his sheep. So what you going to do? So if you guys have not checked this one out, it definitely comes with Frank's recommendation. Polybius is a very cool game. It's super interesting and super fun, and I really don't think it's going to make you sick because it's more of a static view. You're not moving around like crazy. It might make you lose your mind. All right, thank you guys for coming through another episode of the Frank Show in the bag. I hope you enjoyed this one, and more importantly, give yourselves a round of applause, a thumbs up, a high five. Tell yourself you're doing great because I definitely think you are. But more important than all of that is that if you, yes, you, sir, or madam, or granny, want to stay up to date on any and everything PlayStation VR and you don't mind this ugly mug, friggin' subscribe. I mean, come on. Smudges. It's the Frank Show, what? The Frank Show, come on, the Frank Show, what? The Frank Show, come on, the Frank Show, what? The Frank Show, come on, Frank Show. It's time for the show.